Unit Commander's Log, Pathfinder 1, Captain Gabriel Wade. Alliance Standard Date 32.147. It's been 3 days since my pod came down on the planet Gatih, after our transport was destroyed by a Xerax patrol ship. Those 3 days would have been very different had Commander Varric not been so resourceful. His pod came down 4 days before mine, and in that time, thanks to the capabilities of StarCorps standard issue tech, he had been able to construct a more than decent shelter. Many of the rest of our crew is unaccounted for. However, we've just picked up the transponder signals of 3 of their pods, 2 of which have already landed. Were it not for the cryostasis their pods had placed them in, they wouldn't be alive for us to be able to rescue right now. I don't know if any of the others have survived. The explosion of the transport could have thrown off the trajectory of their pods or even critically damaged them. Their cryostasis will kick in, and the navigation system should guide them here just like the rest of us, if the worst hasn't happened. For now, we'll focus on who we have here, gathering resources and increasing our operational capabilities so that we can fulfill the mission we were sent out here to do. Secure the Astrius, get her flight-worthy, and push the Xerax out of this system. Case and Blaine, are you still reading us?
I'm not reading anything right now.
Love the sarcasm. Well, Varric is working on the RCS units for the runabout, and then we'll be out to pick you up.
Having to unlock a bunch of stuff in the tech tree.
Oh man.
Okay.
Well, I'm aboard the runabout when you're when you've got her ready to go.
Yeah, the RCS is crafting now. Should have them done in just a second here. You guys should all have a pretty decent starter pack. Everyone has a projectile pistol and the good drill along with the good multi-tool. So you've got the decent stuff. Plus you've got emergency rations for food.
Yep. You've got about 10 emergency rations though, so make sure you're using them
And
sparingly.
they're worth 500 points for food. So make sure you wait until you're actually really low on food before you use them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make the most of them.
Luckily, you can build an awful lot of things in the constructor with just silicon, iron, and copper. Alright, where did I stick the old RCSs?
You've got them here, down in these little hollows.
Alright, I've got more space back here.
Yeah, there you go. What are you going to put up here by the core? You got one little block open.
I'm leaving spots open until I get all the components put in.
Okay.
I think I'm going to put the constructor back here in the back.
All right.
With the fridge and stuff.
Bare bones vessel.
It's a build as you go ship.
That's better than nothing. Considering
It flies and it shoots. That's what matters.
Yeah, exactly.
May not be able to take too many hits, but it's capable at least of defending itself.
Well, at this point, it's what we got, so we got to make the best of it.
I've got a little bit of maybe 600 pellets in the constructor, but it's definitely something we need to work on.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be one of our first objectives is getting our fuel supply built up. You've got the...
Unfortunately, we don't have any marked Promethium on the map yet.
Well, scouting mission. So, we'll do a recon once we go pick up Kaysen and Blaine. We'll do a recon mission to see what we can find, especially resource-wise.
I'm making some bullets, and then we'll be ready to go.
Alright.
All I have on there right now are Gatling guns, but that should be good enough for drones, at least. That's all I'm really worried about, because we're not going to go after a base with this thing. Alright, I'm good to go.
Alright, I'm aboard the runabout. And I am fastened into my seat.
RCS in real quick.
Oh, I suppose I should secure the cabin. Cabin secure.
Yeah, I'll get a sensor installed to do that.
Ready for takeoff.
All right, here we go.
Alright, Blaine Kaysen, don't stray too much from your point of origin, just so it's a little easier to find you.
Nice sunrise.
Alt F4 is how you win games.
Yes. Well, I would say end games, maybe not win games.
Plan Z.
That is winning.
Plan Z.
That's true.
We're gonna have to check out that farm there. See if there's anything
there's
decent.
actually a couple deposits close to it too. Really close to it.
Are there any promethium deposits in here? No.
It looked like iron and copper, maybe.
Yeah, that's what
So
they
how
are.
come you guys didn't make a Star Wars mod of this yet?
Star Wars?
There's
There's
plenty of Star Wars type stuff to use in it.
there's lots of Star Wars ships, but there's no point making a Star Wars mod to a game if you can't make a Jedi. There's just not.
True.
You can make lightsabers that bounce laser beams.
Not in this game.
That's why you have to mod it.
Oh, jeez.
All right, I've got our crew on sensors moving in.
Oh shit! There's a spider after me.
I've got a gun.
Shoot it.
Kill it! Alright, set me
two
down. Set us
spiders
down,
after
Varric. Oh, Varric's gonna bring the big guns in. You got air support. Ah, you're a good shot, Varric.
Alright.
Got the nose a little close to the ground, though. Oh, one more spider right below us, right below us. Pull back. Careful, your forward thrusters aren't. Oh, well. Don't hit Kaysen. There. Oh, oh, oh. Kaysen's got him.
Dead.
Good job. I'd recommend, yeah, moving up onto the flatter terrain. All right, Kaysen.
Thrusters off, ready to disembark. We should loot those spiders.
Kaysen's on it already.
Wait, there's nothing to loot on them.
Oh, there wasn't?
Oh wait, there's one. Wait, what the hell?
Drops are random from the animals, and they actually have increased the
Oh, that's weird. I had to look at it from a certain angle.
yeah, the loot point is kind of tricky to find sometimes. Is Blaine nearby, or is he already on the shuttle?
Let me take a look at the sensor scan. Oh, he wandered a long ways. He is northwest of us.
Northwest.
We'll make our way there in just a second, Blaine. We're just grabbing the organic material off of these spiders.
Okay, I got it.
All right, hop in, strap in, and let's get moving. Secure the cabin.
Oh, Kaysen, you might want to take your helmet off too, so you don't waste your oxygen.
Yeah,
I have my helmet on? Oh jeez.
Yeah.
How do I take it off again?
you.
You? There we go. Okay.
All right, ready for liftoff.
All right, proceed.
Wait, what about my oxygen? That's automatic, right?
Your O2, well, you won't consume your suit's O2 unless your helmet is on. So the O2 indicator on your HUD in the lower left, that just means you're in an environment that has oxygen. So if the O2 is grayed out, you want your helmet on. Oh, opposite direction, Varric. Oh, wait. Oh, my compass is backwards. That's weird.
That's happened to me a couple of times too. Must be a weird magnetic field issue or something.
Yeah, must be.
Seems like once you spin around a couple times, it recalibrates.
Well, I think it's got some
looks like
weird.
mine's in the opposite direction too. Then
It's got some weird like link malfunction to the.
'cause it shows me going southeast.
I think it projects the planet image upside down sometimes.
Okay, maybe that is the case.
I think Blaine found a nice little harbor to build a base here. Did you see that?
Oh wow, yeah, I like that.
Shallow water. Nice sized lake for some water generation.
Right?
I'm gonna move outside the trees a bit.
All right, Blaine, can you see the runabout above you?
Yep.
Okay, so once you see us land, go ahead and move to our position and hop aboard.
Alright, we are down. Yeah, now that I put the extra RCS units on the runabout, it's a lot more maneuverable.
That's good. You can extend the ramp, Blaine. There you go. Don't leave Kaysen behind.
Yeah, I see him running around picking up flowers. He's smelling the roses.
Don't forget, I've been cutting down trees too.
Gathering resources.
I've cut down quite a few trees, as you'll see when we get to my cabin.
Yep. Yeah, Varric
I got
actually put together a nice
123
shelter
wood
for
logs
us.
right now.
Alright. Well, we got two options. We can either head back to the shelter if you guys need anything, or Kaysen, just extend the ramp. Stubborn.
Well, I'm just trying to see if it'll even work at all.
At least the ramps don't throw you off of them like they used to.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. So we can either head back to the shelter, or do you guys want to do some scouting and see if we can find some promethium, because we are in dire need of some fuel.
We
Go get Prometheus.
It might be good to use my cabin as kind of a central point and do a scout around it and see if there's anything and work a radius out from there.
Alright, I'm good
That
with
way
that.
Stay
we
away
can-
from Prometheus. If we go to Prometheus, then the alien will come after us.
I want to go get one of those, Android.
Oh no!
The Michael
Good.
Fassbender one?
Yeah, I want to get a Michael Fassbender Android.
Oh, okay, those ones are okay.
David.
It depends, actually. If it's the original model, you gotta watch out, because that mother, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Prometheus is a good name for a ship.
Yep.
There's a substantial number of lakes in between these mountains in this valley right here that might be a decent base starter area as well.
Yeah, we'll establish outposts as we go. Now that we're in a system that has much larger planets, it's going to be worthwhile to have places that we can stop off if necessary.
We found that wrecked farm and several ore deposits right around that area.
Mm-hmm.
It might be good to deploy a small mining team to that area to start harvesting those resources while we're scouting.
All right, I agree with that recommendation. Does anybody want to volunteer for that mining team? I'm talking specifically to you, Kaysen and Blaine.
And also,
Sorry, what do you want me to do?
Would you rather mine or fly
There's a
around with
base-
Varric and scout?
there's a base there that can be shredded down too.
Yeah.
I'd scout.
All right, so Kaysen wants to scout. All right, Blaine, do you want to mine and see what we can salvage from that farm?
Oh, enemy target.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Okay, I will.
Actually, S&D, actually. S&D.
It looks like it's an unarmed alien base.
Destroy.
All right, take us in cautiously.
It's a damaged alien tower.
All right, set us down. I'm not seeing any immediate defenses.
it may have some valuable equipment we can harvest. Looks like a pretty good sized structure.
Do we know if it belongs to the Xerax?
It's definitely registering as hostile alien. It kind of looks like their architecture as well.
Well, if it's got a Xerax signature, then it's Xerax.
I do have... I have an assault rifle.
Alright, weapons at the ready. Case, and remember, be careful when you approach. All we have is standard survival pistols at this point.
Everyone should have multi-tools and drills to be able to harvest the blocks here.
But, let's see how I can get in that.
Alright. I don't see any entry points from the base of it, so use your jetpacks and...
Well, I fell down inside the center and I found a teleporter pad.
Really?
It looks like it has coordinates, too.
I don't know if we should, I don't know if we're ready to proceed because we don't know where we're going to end up coming out at.
It says it's targeted for an alien watchtower. It's some other location on this planet.
Well, don't take out the core yet, Kaysen, because that allows this to be active, this teleporter.
Actually, we might need to put our own core in here to use it. I don't know. It looks like it's active, though.
Yeah, it says you can use it.
Check it
I'm
out.
worried about a one-way trip, though. We don't know what their teleporter's set up like.
Well, it's definitely targeted to a point on this planet. So if we can... We might want to go back to my base and get some weapons made for everybody.
Yeah, that would be my... What is that?
So, I'm actually in the game. I'm trying to figure out the interface.
That switch?
Whoa!
Oh, I've got...
I didn't do it.
Apparently that was the self-destruct button.
What do I need for a password, or...?
It's Pathfinder 2018, all lowercase.
Yep. Alright.
Version conflict. Is this the Steam
It's
Oh.
experimental.
You gotta do the... Yeah, you'll have to do the... you'll have to...
Yeah, I think I know how to do that. Give me
Okay.
a moment.
If you don't, then...
Don't tear apart the teleporter pad, okay? If you're gonna disintegrate stuff.
Yeah, leave the teleporter pad, which we can't strip anything out of this until we replace the core, and we don't have a core to replace it, I don't think.
We're only 600 meters away from the base. I think we should run back there real quick, make some guns, make a core, come back, and then we can either do the mining expedition or we can explore the teleporter.
All right. Well, either way, let's head back to let's head back to the shelter, and we will resupply, get a weapon upgrade. Do we have the resources to craft the necessary equipment?
Good. I've got a decent amount of iron, but I'm not sure about the silicon.
Okay. I'll take a
But
look
there
at...
was a silicon node we just discovered, so if we have to, we can grab some there.
All right. Blaine, are you back?
Yeah.
We'll be by to pick you up shortly, Starry.
Are you injured?
Yeah. Or it's
What kind of injury?
like a broken leg.
We're gonna need more bandages.
Apparently his escape pod ejected him a bit early.
Yeah. Or too forcefully, one of the two.
Well, as soon as I appeared mid-air, I'll go too early.
Babe, are you in the shuttle?
I am now. Are we ready to roll?
Got explosives I'm going to put on the ground for you here.
Okay.
There's a stack.
Ooh. Let's not keep that in my hand.
I seem to manage to get myself trapped.
Well,
I heard some jetpacks.
we're on our way to
yeah.
you now, Starry. Yeah,
Did you get in the faction?
Oh, press F4,
Right.
and then you see Empyrion Alliance. There you go, you got it.
There we go.
Alright.
Is everybody in the shuttle?
Yep. Everyone is secure. We're ready to fly.
There seem to be a lot of different deposits, and they seem to be near a building. Trapped inside a building at the moment.
Yeah, that's your. It's a large destroyed farm. That's actually a point of interest that we were intending to check out. So,
Do we want to go ahead and do that now since we're already heading there?
Blaine, Kaysen, do you have any objections?
I'm good.
Make that a quick supply run before we hit the.
We can
Hit
shred
the
that
watchtower.
farm down and raid it, and then head for the enemy base. All right, we're in range.
Would his broken leg be affecting his stamina?
Yes, definitely.
That's what I was...
Okay. Did we get those bandages crafted?
Yep.
Okay, good. So we'll render you some first aid once we get set down. And then you should be in good shape.
And perhaps you can help me figure out how to get untrapped.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a box of bandages directly in front of you. You could pick that up with your F key and then right-click it in your inventory, and it will heal your leg. Look for cargo containers.
Yeah, there's some personal cargo containers over here.
Huh, won't let me access it.
Yeah, me
Found
either.
the core.
Access it either.
Alright, go ahead and pull the core.
All right, our core's in place.
See if you can access the personal cargo now.
Nope.
Okay. I guess just shred that too.
I'm not seeing any more cargo containers, so we can shred the building.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's at least get the steel and silicon out of this.
Make sure you set your gun to salvage mode.
Mm-hmm. If you don't remember, right click and that brings up the radial. Start high. And then strip down. Because while it's fun to watch the thing, whoops, come apart, we can use the resources, so.
We have a starship to build.
It's unfortunate there wasn't any cargo left to salvage.
Well, it is a destroyed farm, so we have to make the assumption that something really bad happened here.
This is true. And if there were any survivors, I'm sure they took what they could get beforehand. But at least it's not completely useless.
Even the reactor room is stripped bare. There's nothing in here.
Ah!
Whoa!
I got a broken leg now.
Yeah, everyone remember to keep your jetpack active.
I've got 2 more bandages if you need them.
That way, if you do happen to fall, you can slow your descent.
Madness.
I don't think there's any slowing that, Blaine. I think your descent into madness was finished a long time ago.
Already finalized.
You need to be a lot more careful about injuries now, guys, because the recent update to the game really tweaked the medical conditions. If you can catch an injury and fix it early, do it. Because if you...
Well, the other thing that happens, too, is the injuries progress and get worse.
Yes, and the further along they progress, the worse, the harder they are to heal, and the more aggressive they become. So you really want to try and get stuff fixed early.
How do you check for injuries?
It'll be in the lower left corner of your screen.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We
Good
have,
to
a,
go?
we have a crew of triplets. Look at this. You see this? Very-
That's frightening.
your guys' character customizations you need to update. Like, I guess they got reset or didn't take. Starry, I'm sure you haven't done yours yet, but you guys all have the same exact appearance, and it's really funny. Yeah, it's our crew of clones.
Like that.
Yeah, that's what you look like.
Okay, are we ready to move on to the alien base?
Believe so. So let's make a run back to the shelter so that Starry can grab his gear, and then we will head for the alien watchtower. Varric, keep in mind, since we're not going to be using the teleporter Kason, when you teleported over there, did it have gun emplacements?
Oh yeah, all over the place.
Okay. So keep that in mind, too. We make the approach, we're going to be under heavy fire, and I don't know... Do you think your miniguns can take out the turrets?
No.
So...
Plus, this shuttle's only lightly armored, too. It's not been upgraded to combat armor. So maybe this isn't a good idea.
Well, we can make a scouting run just to get a lay of the land, an idea. She should be fast enough to dodge most incoming fire, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can stay out of range.
So we can sweep in, do a recon pass, really kind of get a bearing, a feel as to whether or not we can make this assault.
The thing that concerns me with us all having light armor and no medical supplies is that if we get injured, it's not going to be easy to fix.
And then we'll be losing any equipment that we had.
Correct. Well, we can look for ore deposits between here and there at least.
Yeah, let's stick with our original plan, and so if anybody is good with just sticking with the shuttle and scouting, then we can all just, make a recon pass. I know that means just sitting in a passenger seat and looking around for a minute, but aside from that, if you would prefer to do something more active, there are some deposits that we could mine.